Hello, this is Paula Thomas for Thomas & Fees Accountancy Corporation. It doesn't matter whether you are starting a new practice or you want to increase your patient flow in an existing practice. We all know that good patient flow is critical to the success of any practice. And smart practitioners know it never hurts to review your office strategies periodically to make sure you're doing all you can to maximize your practice potential. What follows is 10 ways to increase patient flow. Number 1, start at the beginning. You need to know how you're doing in order to make a plan to improve your stats. So find out how many new patients you're getting per month and where they are coming from. Once you understand how many new patients you're getting, you can develop new patient goals. Also, you might discover a referral superman in your practice that you've been ignoring and taking for granted. Plus, a review of your new patient statistics can help you motivate the staff. See what happens if you keep a chart on the back room wall and celebrate when your practice hits a new patient milestone. Dentists that decide to make new patients a priority improve new patient flow. Number 2, take a walk through your practice. Many dentists enter their facility from the rear door, and because they spend all their time treating patients at the chair or working in their own office, they don't really know the condition of the reception room. I'll never forget a client I visited one March that didn't realize there was a partially decorated Christmas tree still sitting in the reception room. Make it a habit to walk through the entire dental office on a regular basis. Does it look spotlessly clean? Is the staff professionally attired? Do your facilities reflect the quality of the service you provide? Are your facilities inviting? Is your reception area free of unpleasant noises and smells that tend to make patients uncomfortable? Make a list of anything that needs updating or repair. Bleached out wall posters or stained reception chairs do not scream quality. If your staff doesn't have the time and inclination to feed and water real plants, don't have them. And if you have silk arrangements, make sure they are attractive and totally dust-free. Your office is a reflection of the kind of dentistry you provide. Providing a positive visual experience encourages clients to come back to you for their regular cleanings and when dental problems arise. A worn-out or unkept appearance reduces the chance for referrals from existing patients. Number 3, fear of disease transmission. As you may know, I worked as an OSHA speaker and consultant for over 20 years. During that period, I had contacts with hundreds of dental patients. And during those contacts, I heard the usual comments like, "I'm afraid of needles," or "I'm afraid of the dentist." But gradually, and with the onset of the AIDS epidemic, things changed. Gloves and masks became mandatory, and patient comments evolved to concerns about disease transmission. Dentists probably, for the first time, got questions from their patients about the office's sterilization techniques. I remember one dentist who was insulted because a patient asked, "How do I know the instruments you use on me are sterile?" The AIDS issue made infection control an issue. But then, thankfully, over time, patient concerns about disease transmission subsided, and we went back to handling the typical patient fears. I believe that, once again, fear of disease transmission is beginning to sprout. Patients are being bombarded during the 24-hour news cycle with horror stories about multi-drug-resistant TB, the Ebola virus, deaths due to the reemergence of measles, the new superbug, and the big one, the fear of bioterrorism. I am not suggesting you concern yourself with every issue patients hear about in the news or see on the internet, but I think it's wise to be aware that the stuff patients hear may create some concerns about the safety of dental treatment once again. Your office can do quite a bit to relieve patient fears. That spotless office is the first step, but you may also need to talk up your infection control procedures and staff training. And if a patient voices a concern about the sterilization procedures your office follows, or mentions something they read on the internet, get them up and show them your top-of-the-line sterilizer. The point is, your dental office is in competition for patients. Being aware of upcoming trends and what patients are being bombarded with on the news can help you proactively deal with the issues. And in addition to alleviating patients' fears, it's another way to set your office apart from the competition. Number 4, create a wow website. Obviously, in this day and age, you have to have a website dedicated to your dental practice. It should supply all the basic information for potential patients and include your contact information, qualifications, specialties, staff members, education, any accolades you've received, and information about insurance. But the website should also talk about what you can do for the patients. Patients don't care how great you are. They care about what you can do for them. Can you whiten their teeth or improve their smile or get them out of pain? That's what they want to know. For designing your website, I recommend you get professional help. In a future CD, I will be interviewing a web maker. But until then, get online and find a wow website that you like and see who makes it. Ask your peers and get referrals. For many folks, the website is where it's at, especially millennials. Millennials grew up in an electronics-filled and increasingly online and socially networked world. The Pew Research Center, an American think tank organization, defined adult millennials as those who are 18 to 33 years old, born between 1981 and 1996. If that's your ideal patient, then make sure you wow them online. Number 5, greet patients by name and with a big smile. Now that seems obvious, but when the front office person is dealing with a problem patient on the phone or arguing with the insurance company or is running late and feels rushed, the greeting can be forgotten. Back to basics needs to be the rule. Hello, Mrs. Patient. Thanks for coming in today. Please take a seat. The hygienist will be right with you. Number 6, put something on sale. We live in Florida part-time, and the demographic makeup is retired folks. A Ruby Tuesday restaurant in our community packs their restaurant weekly with coupons for food items on sale. That restaurant is always doing something. They have early bird specials, 2-for-1 cocktails, buy one, get one free, Taco Tuesdays, where kids eat free. You get the idea. Senior citizens really appreciate the reduced prices and take advantage of them often. But they're not the only ones. Young families appreciate the coupons too, but of course they present their coupons on their smartphones. So why can't sales work in dentistry? The answer is they can and do. My grandson called me a couple of weeks ago and told me his dentist was offering tooth whitening at 25% off. He'd gotten an email, of course, and asked if he could have the procedure for his birthday. That email about whitening turned into a cleaning, complete x-rays, and a filling that was overdue. Also, the same dentist runs a teeth cleaning sale before prom. That's good marketing, and it works. And don't forget, millennials and premillennials like to make appointments and get appointment reminders by texts and emails, so get those email addresses. Number 7, send out surveys. Have you noticed how many businesses ask you to fill out a survey online after your visit? Everybody from Home Depot to Jack in the Box is wanting to find out how they can improve. How else can you find out if your receptionist was rude or your hygienist has bad breath? The best surveys are anonymous. I always fill out the ones that are a fold-over card with a prepaid postage. The surveys I like best are the ones that ask, what can we do to improve our service? But do keep surveys short and sweet. I don't know about you, but I won't answer 10 questions. I'm busy, but I will be happy to mention an employee who gave me exceptional service or a rude person on the phone. And isn't that what you want to know? Number 8, offer patients a diversion in the chair. I don't care how comfortable the chair is or how great my dentist is. I don't want to sit there thinking about someone poking around on my gums. I want my mind diverted with a TV screen, a magazine, music, or iPod. Diversion helps me relax while waiting for the appointment to begin. Also, I don't notice the time. My daughter-in-law loves her dentist because he has a massage chair. Now that's kind of pricey, But maybe not. Terry tells everyone about her dentist. That can't be bad. Number 9, you can't do it alone. The friendliness of the dental team can make or break the practice. Get the gang together and discuss your goal to get more new patients and more referrals from existing patients. Let them talk and share with you their ideas. Have them listen to this CD. The staff must buy into the goal of getting more patients in order for your plan to work. Train everyone on the staff, even those old-timers with tons of experience. Ask for a rededication to better customer service. Get the group to commit to treating all patients with respect so that every patient has a positive experience. And lastly, number 10, ask for referrals. There is absolutely no reason an existing patient that is happy with your services wouldn't be willing to suggest you to their family or friends. What keeps them from doing it? Maybe the truth is, they just need to be asked. Think about the relationships that you have with various professionals that you use. Would you feel offended if your real estate agent gave you a few business cards after your house closed and said he would love to help any of your family or friends buy a house? I wouldn't. Last year I had LASIK surgery on both eyes. When I raved to my OD and complimented him on the experience, I wasn't offended when he said, "Thank you, Mrs. Thomas. I'm so happy it worked out so well. I hope you'll give my name to your friends." My veterinarian has a referral reward program. She has a sign above her counter that reads, "Refer a patient and get $40 off your next visit, and the patient you refer will get $40 off their visit too." I asked the vet, "How's that sign working for you?" And she said, "Great. I have one gal who refers 2 or 3 patients a month. She has $240 credit in her account, which she says is comforting in case her beloved Ruby gets ill. And she tells me the folks in her retirement community really appreciate the $40 off coupon we give because it helps them afford the care they need for their pets. It's a win-win for all concerned." So why is it so difficult for some dentists to ask for referrals? Many say they just feel awkward. Others say they don't want to sound desperate. Or I hear, "I don't know how to interject anything like that into the conversation." And still others fear it'll make the patient feel obligated or uncomfortable. And lastly, some dentists feel it's just not professional. But as a patient on the receiving end of a referral request, I can attest that I know my doctor isn't asking out of desperation, and I don't feel obligated at all. The truth is, I like him so much, and I feel so blessed to have him as my doctor that I feel kind of honored to pass his name along. Referrals from existing patients have 3 main benefits. 1, they are free. Who doesn't like free? 2, patients who find you because you were recommended by a friend or family member will have a higher initial level of trust with you than someone who just stumbles through your front door. And number 3, if you have a system in place to help existing patients get you more patients, your office can grow exponentially. What's the best way to ask for a referral? I think the best way to ask is after being given a compliment, like what happened with my eye surgeon. I think I'd say, "Thank you for saying that. That really made my day. I hope you'll give your friends and family my name." Another way is to start by giving your patient a compliment, such as, "It's such a pleasure working with a nice patient like you. You are so cooperative. It made my job easier. If you have any friends as nice as you, we'd love to welcome them into our practice." Obviously, what you do will depend upon your patient location, your clientele, your temperament, and the kind of practice you have. But give it a try. Make yourself a promise to ask for referrals whenever possible for 1 month, and see if it makes a difference. We've heard time and time again, asking for referrals really works. In closing, I'd like to say, with the exception of creating a website, making office repairs, or upgrading your office, and the purchase of any items you'd like to offer patients to keep them occupied while waiting for treatment to begin. The ideas just presented are free. We hope you'll give them a try. This is Paula Thomas for Thomas & Fees Accountancy Corporation, saying business is great, and we're looking for more.